good afternoon everybody. This is Miss Emily here with a quick video about early childhood music and movement classes. So in classes with Brighter Minds Music, we have babies, toddlers, preschooler classes, as well as piano, guitar, and voice lessons. So I wanted to chat with you a little bit about our early childhood music classes and the benefits for children in those classes. So I have my degree in music education with an emphasis in piano pedagogy, so the art of teaching piano, and absolutely love making music with young children and their families. I've been teaching now since 2002, and it's just absolutely so much fun. And what's really great is the students now are taking piano and guitar and voice lessons with us, and it's just great. So what I love about teaching early childhood music classes is to see the bond between families and their caregivers, as well as how the children grow musically. And when they finally get to formalized instruction, they are able to do a lot more. We're able to focus more on the instrument rather than what is a steady beat and what is pitch, that sort of thing. So the early childhood music classes are well worth it and lots of fun. So I'm here today to tell you a little bit more about what happens in the classes. So early childhood music classes are classes for children ages birth to 5. So that's our babies, toddlers, preschoolers. And research shows that there's so much going on during the first 5 years of children's development. The brain is growing at an exponential rate. Children are learning so much. And they're moving from, a passive learner, so a lap baby, to an active music maker during those first 5 years. So really, music making is crucial, and it's a lot of fun. So what do you do in your early childhood music classes is something that I am frequently asked. So it really depends upon the age of the student and where they're at. So if we have a class that's babies only, the class is going to look a whole lot different than a class full of busy toddlers and a class full of preschoolers. So in all of our classes though, you will receive a musically rich environment. So we're going to be singing, we're going to be dancing, we're going to be playing instruments in a variety of tonalities and a variety of rhythms, giving the children's ears just something to hold on to and something to learn. The repertoire that we learn has withstood the test of time, so that's our classical repertoire, folk songs that are passed down through generations, and also popular songs that are new now, and a variety of songs for you. And what instruments we use high quality instruments that are age appropriate. So for the babies class, we would use instruments that would be okay for them to mouth, because that's how they're learning. And we would use, for example, basic rhythm sticks, which are so much fun and very creative activities that you can do with them. And basic props like scarves and parachutes and hoops and that sort of thing. Anyway, so our instruments and props are all age appropriate, and the activities are child-centered. So geared towards where the students are at right now. We would include greeting songs, so we would say hello to you and your child during class, and we would perhaps start with bounce in the early childhood toddler classes or in the babies class, and so we can feel the steady beat with our whole body. We would do basic finger plays, working on fine motor skills, and we would do little basic chants and songs. Body awareness activities, so beyond head, shoulders, knees, and toes, some activities like that. And we would also get up and move, because children learn best through movement. So we would do some teacher-directed activities such as stop and go, and then we would have some free dancing activities. And then of course playing with our instruments. That's just a blast and so much fun. So a variety of activities that will get your child interested in music during this crucial time of their development, and opportunities for you to explore them too. So I personally believe music is so good for you because it involves so many of your senses. So I'm gonna draw a little assistant here, so bear with me. This is why I'm a musician. No, artist. All right, so here's our little assistant. Here's going to be your child in our early childhood music classes. So here's their smiling face. They're having such a great time. There's their little nose. And here's their ears and their hair and a little body and arms and hands and little feet and a little heart. And I'll show you what that's all about. So in our early childhood music classes, we have lots of benefits. And one of them that we talk about would be the cognitive benefits of early childhood music classes. So this is like the brain benefits, okay? So cognitive. So developing the cognitive part of early childhood music classes, we're building neural connections all the time. So your baby in class is going to build all of these connections. They're going to want to repeat a lot of the songs and activities, and that's because that's how they learn. They are, again, under this category would be things like learning patterns, sequencing first this, then this, and in music that would be like A-B pattern forms, and you know, things beyond music, like learning your ABCs through music, and creativity and problem solving, and developing literacy activities, as well as you know, counting, that sort of thing. So putting that all together, kind of a math, you know, brain stuff. So, and then next, we're going to be developing in music class, we're going to be developing social skills. So your child is going to learn by watching and watching others, and also participating in circle dances. They're going to be aware of the culture in music classes. And so for example, culture in music classes, we would do like folk songs when they were young. I mean, do you have a favorite song when you were young that you can pass on to your child? And it's a great way to develop the whole community and for everyone involved. Another social skills you can learn is cooperation and turn taking. So, so we would pass around an instrument and everyone would take a turn. And yes, and then music strengthens relationships between parent-child and the parent-teacher and parent-school, and it's really a beautiful experience. So we're going to move to our emotional. Social emotional sometimes is linked under one thing. All right, and I would say that's, you know, going towards the heart. So again, that's building the emotion in music. So some students might not be prepared for life events, like maybe if there's something sad or something really happy, what can they do to express those emotions? Daniel Tiger, for example, and Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, they do a great job in including some music in getting through some emotional things that are important for this time in your child's life. They give you the music skills, such as lullabies will give you the skills to calm your body down, which is a learned behavior. Often students might not have words to express what they're feeling, and so music would give them a way to express that. All right, moving on. So we're going to move on now to our language skills, L-A-N, learned in music classes. So in our music classes, we have a musically rich environment full of singing songs and chants. A lot of them would have rhyming words. And what's cool about that is rhyming words and activities that build on pre-literacy skills, such as phonemic awareness, which is the awareness of sounds. So awareness of consonants, of vowels, that sort of thing. So in music class, not only are you aware of the language, but you're aware of like language and music as well. And we're gonna get there a little soon. So, and also a very important school readiness skill along with language is also listening. So those go hand in hand. So we're gonna move on to their little hands and feet. And if you have young children at home, you know that they are all about moving. So we've got our physical development in early childhood music classes, and with the physical development builds what they call fine and gross motor skills. So our fine motor skills are like writing with our fingers, which is important when you get to piano lessons, and in early childhood music classes they would, you know, tap with a mallet and things like that. Also building on hand-eye coordination, a very important skill too. But so our fine motor skills and gross motor skills. So we would be moving to music, we would be moving with intention, and developing awareness of your body in time and space. Lots of fun games that we do, like stop and go activities, will build the skill of inhibitory control, which means students can control their bodies, and it feels really great for kids to be able to do that. So yes, physical development, and then we're going to move on to our ears, which is our musical development. And when we come to musical development, music is really an oral art, so we're listening a lot to music. And in our culture, music is all around us. It's on the TV, it's in the grocery stores. Something very important skill learned in early childhood music classes is the ability to listen with intention and listen for something specific. So in our toddler and preschool and pre-piano classes, we would listen to a specific sound and we would imitate that sound, and then we would hear that in music, for example. So in the toddler class, we would listen to maybe the sound of a cow and the sound of a horse and stuff like that. And then we would sing Old MacDonald, and then we would copy those sounds. And then in the preschooler classes, we might listen to a different instrument. So moving from the familiar to the unfamiliar. So we would listen to different instruments, like a different kind of drum and maybe a woodwind instrument, stuff like that. So compare and contrast. And then in the pre-piano class, we would listen to, for example, a piece of piano music and listen how the piano music is different. So lots of fun. Anyway, so in our musical development, we would also develop tonal competence and rhythmic competence. Awareness of a steady beat, one of the most fundamental elements of music. So we would be doing a lot with steady beat and then organizing our body movements through time. And also very important for babies, toddlers, preschoolers is experiencing different musical contrast. So loud, quiet, fast, slow, high, low, that sort of thing. So giving students tools to interact through music. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed a little brief introduction to some benefits in our early childhood music classes. Not only are they tons of fun, but your child will be learning so much, and hope you will too. So in closing, let's sing a little song together called The More We Get Together. So show me more. We're gonna go together, together, together. So kind of like you're stirring a pot, you know, everybody's being together. Happy, all right. And then your friends, my friends, your friends, more, together, happy. The more we get together, 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 the more we get together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your friends are my friends and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. And we hope to see you very soon for more music. Our early childhood music classes begin soon. Please give us a call to register at 612-743-0942 or visit us online at brightermindsmusic.com. Again, this is Emily Ireland with Brighter Minds Music, and hope to make music with you soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.